A woman discovers mushrooms growing from her arm. She gently pinched a few mushrooms only to find that they were growing directly out of her flesh. She quickly checked her body, and to her horror, mushrooms had also started to sprout from her thighs and feet. It turned out that she had been infected by an ancient fungus from the Amazon rainforest. The previous day, the woman had gotten separated from her team and stumbled upon a small wooden hut deep in the jungle. Just as she was about to rest, two wild men entered the dwelling. Fortunately, they turned out to be a father and son. The father revealed that he was actually a botanist who had discovered a miraculous tree in the heart of the Amazon that could cure all illnesses. However, the tree was guarded by many man-eating mushroom monsters. The woman didn't care about any of that. She just wanted to find her missing teammates. The next day, the man led her into the forest to search for them. Along the way, she found her teammate's flashlight and ran in the opposite direction. At the end of the path, she finally found her teammate, but his body was completely covered in mushrooms. Upon seeing this, the woman wept in sorrow. Suddenly, her teammate moved and begged her to kill him, as living was more painful than dying. Despite her reluctance, the woman granted his wish and sent him to heaven. When she returned to the safe house, she planned to bring the man's son back to modern society, but the father had no intention of letting anyone leave. It turned out that the miraculous tree the man had found was real. He had placed his wife, who had cancer, inside it, but the tree had transformed her into a mushroom monster. Since then, he had been feeding people to his wife. Originally, he planned to use his own son, but now the woman was his best target. As the man exhaled a cloud of fungal spores, the woman instantly fainted. Fortunately, she had already been infected by the fungus. In the middle of the night, she took the boy and fled. However, the man caught up with them halfway. The woman shot an arrow into the man's thigh, but was still knocked to the ground. Luckily, a mushroom monster suddenly joined the fight, allowing the woman and boy to escape. They thought they could finally escape the rainforest, but after a night's sleep, the woman's body was completely covered in mushrooms. She had fully merged with the divine tree. 10 years later, the boy finally returned to modern society. He ate a hamburger for the first time, but the food he finished quickly became infested with fungi. This deadly virus would go on to infect the entire world.